All right, there we go. Good evening, everybody. How is everybody tonight? Hello, hello, hello. All right, 6:42 or 7:42. Didn't do too bad. Got up a little earlier than I thought I would. How is everybody tonight? Hello, hello, hello. Let's see. Top impressive. Hello, Chris. Hello, Theodore. Hello. Maritime was not first. Oh, really? Did Maritime make it in? Good evening, everybody. Tina. Hello. Luke. Hello. Cian. Hello. Isaiah. Hello. Hey, everybody. How is everybody tonight? Taylor, I see you. Brandon, I see you. Internal, hello. Glamorous, hello. Let's see, Brandon, why were you late, Sam? I had to work today. So most of the time, I have a part-time job that I do outside of YouTube. And so basically what happens is sometimes I have to work at my part-time job on Sundays. Most of the time I don't, but sometimes I do. And if I work on Sundays, then I don't get out till about 6:30 p.m. my time. So by the time I rush home, grab a quick bite to eat, and blah, 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 blah. I run a little bit behind. So, yeah, that's why I run a little bit behind sometimes on Sundays. It all depends on if I have to work or not. How is everybody tonight? Let's see here. Drew, hello. Are you still planning to do a video on what if the Titanic had gantry davits like Britannic? Yeah, we did talk about that, didn't we? It's on the list. But right now, Lusitania is taking up all of my attention. It's just, I've got the day off tomorrow, so I'm planning to start working on the next Lusitania episode tomorrow. So Lusitania is taking up literally all of my time. Lusitania is my sole focus right now. Maritime is here. Hey, Maritime, I see you. I see you. I see you. How is everybody tonight? And okay, sorry, guys. Sorry. I have to go ahead and enable the slow mode. We actually made it 2 minutes before I had to engage the slow mode. Sorry, guys. I got to turn on the slow mode now. Made it 2 minutes tonight. Woohoo! 2 minutes without the slow mode. Let's see here. Top impressive. Sam, where did you get your Carnival ship model? Oh, I'm surprised you even it's not up here. I guess I showed it in a previous video. But my Carnival ship model, I bought it when I went on my Carnival cruise. Let's see here. Wow. Hey, Sam, will you do a video about the Mauritania? It's on the list. Let's see here. Jonathan, hello. King, you think they should have Lusitania wreck the day she sank? What? Do you think they should have Lusitania wreck the... I don't understand what you mean, King. I'm not following. The Historic Kid, where did you get the engines in the back? The engine. Oh, are you referring to this? You're referring to my my 3D printed Titanic engine. So this came from a YouTuber. It's a custom-made 3D printed Titanic replica of Titanic's engine. So basically what he does is he sells the plans for this online to where you can print it out yourself. And I don't have a 3D printer. I asked him, like, hey, would you sell me one? And he agreed to. He said, sure, I'll sell you one. And then just, like, if you use it in a video, just post a link to where people can download the link and download the plans and print it yourself. But, yeah, it works. It runs just like the it's getting a little worn down. But, yeah, it works. It runs just like the real one on Titanic did. It's super, super cool. I love this thing. I absolutely love this thing. Let's see here. Theodore, send me the link. I'll have to post it in my Discord, I think. I think that'll be how I'll have to do it. But yeah, it's I posted a link in one of my videos. Let's see here. I'll have to go back and find it. Tyson, hey, I was a diehard Titanic fan as a child, and your videos have brought the passion I have for the ships as I had as a kid. Thank you so much. I love your videos. Please don't stop. Thanks so much, Tyson. That means a lot. Hey, man, I was just like you. You know, when I was a kid, that's what initially sparked my love for these ocean liners. You know, just I became aware of Titanic through the James Cameron film, like I'm sure so many others did. But yeah, thanks, man. That means a lot. Maritime Explorer. Hey, Sam, you have a great contact. Do you think you have a great contact? Do you think we should recover more from the Titanic? Yeah, I do. But at the rate that we're losing the ship, because Titanic is deteriorating rapidly, you know, the ship's falling apart. So yeah, I would say that we probably should recover more from the wreck while we can. That's my opinion, because we're losing the ship. Just do it respectfully and don't cause the ship to fall apart any more quickly than it already is. But if we don't recover stuff, then we're going to lose it. So let's see here. Maritime, Sam, for the next few weeks, I will probably not be able to attend all the live streams. I will probably only be able to watch the first 30 minutes and not the full hour. Sorry for the Q&A. No big deal, Maritime. No big deal, man. I completely understand, man. I'm just glad you're here at all. So what you're saying here is that since you're not going to be around for the Q&As, you're going to be dethroned and somebody's going to take your place, which means that you're going to have to regain your throne when you come back. So who here in the chat's going to take Maritime History's throne at the Q&A? Who here is going to claim Maritime's? Who's going to claim Maritime History's throne? That throne is mine. Me, I wish. Oh, Maritime, that's going to be a problem. Hey, just FYI, I've got a Q&A for you guys. Just saying. It's ready to go for the end of the live stream. Let's see here. Joel, hello, Sam. Can you make a video on the construction of the Brooklyn Bridge or the Golden Gate Bridge? And also, can you make a video about the Tri-State Tornado? Maybe eventually. That's not really the kind of thing that I would focus on, but I might jump into that eventually. Maybe. Thank you for the suggestion. Walker, Sam, do you like to read? If so, if you haven't already, you should check out, let's see, the Pneumophiles Dirt Pit Adventures. Their ship adventures, they're really good. Yeah, I like to read. I don't have a ton of time to read these days. I usually just, I usually listen to audiobooks. That's typically how I read books these days, just because I jump around so much. But I need to read more. I do need to read more. But yeah, thank you for the suggestion. Well, let's see here. Chris, how long did the emergency lights stay on Titanic? There's no way to know for certain, but the reason that the emergency lights stayed on after the breakup was because of the emergency dynamo, which was located on D-deck just after the fourth funnel. So pretty far back, like right around here. And when the ship broke in half, they were already using the emergency dynamo to power things on the ship. So when the ship broke, the steam lines were severed and all that happened. But engines back then, or I should say dynamos and stuff like that, well, where they ran on steam pressure, it takes time for that stuff to wind down. So it would have been a slowly, like, what's the right way I can use to describe it? Like, imagine winding up a toy and then letting the knob spin out. You know, it'd be something similar to that, kind of. But yeah, just as the pressure wore down, the lights would dim red and red. And honestly, I bet you anything that the dynamo, I bet what killed the lights on the stern was when the dynamo went underwater. I bet it still had some steam pressure in it leading up to the final moment that the dynamo went under. The lights did not stay on long, in my opinion. Yeah, I agree with you, Tony. I would say right around the time that the fourth funnel went under, I'll bet that's when the lights went out. That's my opinion. I don't think the lights were still on while the stern was vertical in the water. I don't think they were still on at that point. I don't think that they were still on after that. Napoleon, what happened to Titanic's lifeboats after the sinking? They were probably just used on other ships. You know, they were rebranded and labeled. Like, I believe that all the lifeboats were lost to history. Like, after the whole Carpathia dropped them off in New York, I don't think they kept up with them after that. Everything Julian, our first super chat of the night. 10, thank you so much, my friend. Hope you're doing well. Hi, Sam. Can you do a video on the gold rush of 1848 to 1853? I can help with the research because of my play. We had to do a whole lot of research for the play, Gold Dust or Bust. That's awesome, everything, Julian. The Gold Rush is something that I have been planning on doing a video on. I don't know if you all remember it, but I think, was it last week or 2 weeks ago? Thank you for the 10, by the way. But when I was talking about doing a video on that paddle wheel steamer that was at the time carrying, what was it, a third of the U.S.'s gold supply, and it went down in a hurricane off the coast of Florida, I think. So I wasn't thinking about doing a video on the gold rush exactly, but the maritime aspect of it is something I was thinking about. That was my plan. But yeah, everything, Julian, just hang out in my Discord, man. I usually make announcements when I'm working on a project like that. After I finish up Lusitania, though, my next project is going to be the the Shackleton expedition. That's what I'm going to be working on next. And just so you all know, I was actually working with an animator. Yeah, I had an animator help me do some animation designs and stuff for the video, and she does some incredible work. So she's done 2 10-second animation clips for the video and everything, and like I am so pumped. Like when I told her what I needed, and she nailed it. I mean, like she was amazing at her animations. These aren't from the video, but this is a few of her concept, like a few things that she's done as side projects. But yeah, she is incredibly talented. Like these are what animations that the girl who helped me with the Shackleton video, these are some of her work. And I mean, she is absolutely incredible. So, but yeah, So she helped me do some animation stuff for the Shackleton video. I am very pumped to start working on that after Lusitania is done, of course. All right, let's see. Walker. Oh, wait, there was a super chat. We got 10 from Nostalgic. Thank you so much, my friend. Driving back to my military base for work 4 hours away in my 1983 Olds Delta 88 with you on as company for the trip. You love classic ships, but do you like any classic cars? Mine gets called a boat. Hey, thanks to the 10, man, and safe driving. Yeah, I like cars. I mean, I'm not a die-hard car guy or anything, but a friend of my dad's, shoot, what was it? I think he's got a first-year anniversary Corvette. I think it's a Corvette, yeah. It's white. It's a white convertible and everything. Apparently, it's like a super rare car, super rare car. And it's in like mint condition. Well, it needs a gas tank, but that's it. Like, I mean, like, so yeah, I'm not a diehard car guy, but yeah, I like cars. I think they're fun. I went to a, when I was in college, was it 2013? I think it was 2013. I went to a Daytona 500. I lived in Daytona at the time, and I went to a Daytona 500, and it was Danica Patrick. Patrick? Yeah, Danica Patrick. I think I say your name right. Yeah, it was her first 500. So like it was super cool to be there. Danica Patrick. Am I saying her name right? Hang on. Danica Patrick. Is it Patrick? Patrick. I haven't thought about Danica Patrick. Okay, yeah, American Racer. Patrick. Yeah. So yeah, that was super fun. That was absolutely super crazy fun to go to that. Danica Patrick. Yeah, it was a ton of fun going to that race and seeing it and everything like that. Like that was my first 500 I'd ever been to personally. But yeah, it was a lot of fun. I need to go back. That's right. Okay. Danica Patrick. Let's see here. King, do you think James Cameron visit Lusitania and do a CGI of what she was before, what it was like? You think James Cameron visit Lusitania and do a CGI of what she was before, what is today in the ocean floor? I don't know if James Cameron, I mean, I know James Cameron loves shipwrecks, but I don't know if he's ever been interested in Lusitania. I mean, I'm sure he would, you know, if he loves Titanic, I'm sure he would love Lusitania. He's a big ocean guy, but maybe he would. I'm not sure if he's ever talked about it. But when I was researching Lusitania, I swear, the only way I can tell the Lusitania and Mauritania apart are the Calvins. Like I always look at these and I'm like, wait, which one's which? But so something interesting that I noticed when I was researching the Lusitania, if you look at the wreck, the ship itself is kind of in a boomerang shape. So it's like as the ship went down, for those of you who don't know, Lusitania went down moving forward. And then after the bridge went under and the water began to reach the first funnel, it's like the ship stopped moving and then she just kind of like, pretend my hand's the water. She kind of just dropped straight down. It was really weird. Like it's such a weird sinking. And the funnels and the mast are the last parts to go under. But what they discovered at the wreck was it's like as I said, the hull of the ship is in the shape of a boomerang. Like the middle part of the ship broke up a little bit and pushed upwards. So the theory behind that is that maybe one of the boiler rooms or two of the boiler rooms weren't flooded at the time that the final plunge began. And maybe those air pockets put more strain on the hull and caused the hull to bend and flex a little bit. I mean, it's really weird. It's really weird. Like the sinking of the Lusitania sinking is just one of the most bizarre things. I mean, it's just odd. It's just odd. Just the way it went down and stuff like that. All right. Oh, we got a 5 super chat from PB. Thank you so much. Sam, thank you for teaching me about the Titanic. My name is also Sam. Awesome. Also, what do you think happened to all the missing things in the Titanic? Missing things. What are you referring to? When you say missing things, are you referring to artifacts that were taken? Are you referring to items that just decayed on their own over time? You know, because there's a lot of stuff that just broke away or eroded away. I need a little bit more information. What exactly are you referring to when you say missing things? Thank you for the 5, PB. We got 2 from Terry. Thank you so much. Sorry I'm late. Good eating. No problem, Terry. Just glad you're here, my friend. Thank you. Let's see here. Maritime history. Sam, was Aquitania considered to be the sister to the Lusitania and Mauritania? I thought yes, but some people say no. What do you say? I thought she was. I seriously thought she was for a long time as well. But apparently, no. The Aquitania was in a completely different class of ship, apparently. So I thought she was too, man. I would not fault you for thinking that. But yeah, she was in her own class, Maritime. Okay. Let's see here. Ivy. Thank you for the 5, my friend. Hey, Sam. Hi, Sam. My son built a 9-foot long Titanic out of cardboard and made a YouTube video with it. We'd love for you to see it. How do we share it with you? Join my Discord. That is honestly, like, so there's 2 ways to do it, man. You can either post a link in the comments section for this video when it gets archived. I'm usually pretty good about checking that. But the best way to contact me and to reach me and know for a fact that I'll see it, because seriously, man, like, I'm always doing something, and the best way, like the only time I ever see things is if somebody messages me at just the right second when I'm looking at something, and I went, oh, what's this? And then boom. So like that's how I don't know if he's here, but Tree Bark Productions, he made an awesome stop motion video of the Lusitania, and he happened to send that to me. And I don't know if he mentioned it in the live stream or whatever, but anyway, I was checking the comments and the comment popped up and I'm like, oh, what's this? And I clicked on it. So it was just timing. You know, the timing's got to work out great. But if you want to, I have to be in a position to see the message because it's not like I'm trying to ignore anybody. It's just, will I see the message? That's the key. So the best way to get me to see something is probably to wait until I'm active on Discord. You know, my Discord server, I hop in and out usually at least a couple of times a day. So wait until I'm active in the Discord chat and then post a link there. You can DM it to me if I'm not active, but I get so many. Sometimes I see them, sometimes I don't. So if you want to make sure that I'll see a video, just wait until I'm active in the chat and then send it to me and I'll try to watch it. But hey, thanks for the 5, man. I'm anxious to see it. That's really cool. Let's see here. We got that one. Okay, we got that one. Captain Alex, what would you add on that 3D printed engine model? I would add a catwalk around it. By the way, I got 93, so that's awesome, Captain Alex. I don't know. I think that 3D printed engine's pretty good. I'm very impressed with the detail of it and everything. And I even talked to the guy who designed it and everything. And he made another one where you can send compressed air through it, and then it'll turn everything. It'll turn the piston, the gears, all that stuff. Now, this one won't do that. It's controlled by the lever on the bottom. But I don't know. I mean, honestly, I'm very happy with it. I don't think I changed anything about it. I'm very happy with it. Let's see. We got that one. We got that one. Everything Julian 5. Thank you. Sam, can you do a video on the Transcontinental Railroad, please? Again, I can help with the research. Sure, Julian. A train video has been on my list for quite a while. I may get to that at some point. The Transcontinental. So you talking about like the Golden Spike and all that? Is that what you're referring to? But yeah, that's something that I'll get to eventually. But as I said, Julian, just my Discord. That's the best way to reach me. Excuse me. Terry, 2. Thank you. No, thank you for the 5, Julian. 2 from Terry. How is your Lego rocket coming along? I actually haven't had time to work on it. When I tell you that Lusitania has been taking up every bit of my time, like, seriously, guys, you have no idea. Like, I had 3 days off from work last week, and I didn't take one day as a day off. Like, every day off I had, I was working on Lusitania. Now, the next episode won't be anywhere near as hard to make as the last episode was because I've already got my notes. I've already got everything I'm going to talk about written down, and everything's ready to go. So I don't have to do the research. And I've got my screen captures done with that Lusitania animation you all saw. I've got the pictures I want to use. So I was ready to make an entire video. Like, it wasn't my intention to do a cliffhanger. It was just, there was so much. There was so much to talk about. And I'm like, wow, this video is already 20 minutes long. So that's why I did it, because there's just too much to talk about. I mean, it took me 20 minutes to talk about 5 minutes ship time. I mean, seriously, like, I think the first 6 minutes of that video, I only talk about 15 seconds of ship time on the Lusitania. So, I mean, it's just like this ship, while I've been loving every minute of it, has been a lot of work just because just so much happened. And then I kind of have to figure some stuff out and make some educated guesses about a few things and then work out, like, is this true? Is this not? I mean, it's just so much happened with this ship in such a short amount of time that you have no idea how long it took me to get the animation shots I needed. So to answer your question, I haven't had time to work on the rocket. I might work on it a little bit this evening. But for those of you who don't know, I bought the Lego Saturn V. I bought the Lego Saturn V. So I'm currently working on it, and I haven't had time to continue working on it yet. But I can't wait to finish this thing. This thing is super cool. I might have done this since the live stream. Like, I think I might have done some work on the side. Anyway, you hear that? So after I put everything together, a couple of pieces broke off, and that's driving me crazy. But I'm not taking this thing apart to get those pieces that popped off. Whatever. It's not affecting the strength of the rocket, so I don't care. Okay, we got that one. Okay, we got that. All right, so let's see here. Jesse, hey Sam, I built a Great Lakes freighter, a 3-fold ocean liner after this, and after the stream, I'll post them on Discord. Awesome, Jesse, can't wait to see it. Let's see here. Sebastian, Sam, could Titanic's crew have bought her more time before the sinking if they put her engines in full reverse, turning her to head north with her stern? Would even more... Sam, could Titanic's crew have bought her more time before sinking if they put her engines on full reverse, turning her to head north with her stern, would even more decrease pressure on her turn hull? That's a theory that people have tossed around, and so I'll tell you all this. I have been experimenting with floating sandbox, and that game's kind of fun. I've been playing with it, and I may or may not have tried the reverse engines idea, and the ship didn't sink as quick, I will say that. But the thing is, while running the engines in reverse may have decreased water pressure on the front part of the hull and maybe temporarily slowed the flooding a little bit, maybe, I don't know. They couldn't have launched lifeboats. And number two, ships don't move in reverse as efficiently as they do, going forward, because the stern can't slice through the water as well as the bow can. And then on top of that, you can't launch lifeboats while the ship is running in reverse. And you also have to think about steam pressure, because they were on the Titanic, they were in a constant battle, with turning some things off, turning things on. I mean, steam pressure was a major problem on the Titanic. Just trying to give the ship enough power to keep its critical systems running, keep the telegraph going. And if they were having trouble keeping steam pressure up and the ship wasn't moving, just to keep the lights on, keep the telegraph going, imagine how much more steam pressure they would have needed to run the engines. And you can't launch lifeboats. You don't know how far away a rescue ship is. I mean, even the Californian, I don't even know if the Titanic could have made it that far. I really don't. Because the Californian was, 10, 15 miles-ish away from the Titanic. And then if it encountered night, I don't think running in reverse in that situation is the right thing to do, because even with the ship sitting still, they still only got 18 to 20 boats away. And if they had been trying to move the ship, there would have been an even further delay in launching the lifeboats. I mean, it could have been it wouldn't have been as bad as Lusitania, but it would have been a similar event to Lusitania, maybe. So it may have not increased the rate of sinking, but it would have made a lot of other things worse, in my opinion. All right, we got that one. Everything Jillian 5, thank you. Yes, Sam. And people will come. Yes, Sam. And people will come west when the golden spike was hammered in. You're a train fan, aren't you, Julian? I can respect that. I'm a train fan too. I loved trains when I was a kid. I still like them now. I don't have as much time for them. But I have been wanting to put together it's a side project, and it's something I haven't even had time to remotely start on. But I was wanting to put together an HO size layout. When I was a kid, or I'd say a teenager, me and my grandfather, we built an O gauge model layout in his basement. It's still there. Maybe I'll show that to you guys one day. But yeah, me and my grandfather, we built an O gauge model layout in his basement. I loved it. Still works. But yes, I'm a train fan myself, Julian. Thank you for the 5. Let's see, Napoleon. Is that a Titanic deck chair in your back? No, it's not. So the deck chair. Oh, I'm getting behind the super chats. The deck chair back there, that is from the Queen Mary. It's an original deck chair, but it's not Titanic. It's from the Queen Mary. Thanks, man. Glad to like it. Okay, we got that one. Terry, too, thank you. The last Lusitania video was awesome. Great job. Thanks so much, Terry. That means a lot. Video was a lot of work, and it means a lot. I'm so glad you guys liked it. James, 5, thank you. Sam, did you think the Captain Turner deserved all the backlash he received at the Lusitania? No, absolutely not. I do not think that. Yeah, for those of you who don't know, Captain Turner wasn't treated well, and it's almost like they tried to blame him for the tragedy, So I didn't go into any of this in the video. It was just that's a whole other thing. But the day before the Lusitania sailed into the area where U-20 was, the president of the Cunard Line went to the British Admiralty and told them, you've got to redirect the Lusitania. You've got to divert it. You've got to get it away from where U-20 is. Because the British Admiralty was monitoring U-20. Like they were paying attention to the wireless messages. They knew its general area. They didn't know exactly where it was, but they knew its general location. And anyway, the president of Cunard told them, you have to warn the Lusitania. You have to. So the British Admiralty did message the Lusitania as the president of the Cunard Line wanted. However, the problem was the message wasn't specific. It told Turner there were submarines ahead of the Lusitania and behind the Lusitania. It didn't say exactly whereabout they thought it was. It wasn't enough information for Turner to go off of. But during the inquiry, I believe they tried to use that as, we warned you that the submarine was here. Why'd you go there? When in reality, Turner didn't really know what the message was. It wasn't precise enough for him to have enough information on, And listen, Captain Turner stayed on the ship. He did everything he could to save as many people as possible. No, he does not deserve the backlash. He does not. Let's see here. What happened to him after the inquiry, though? Like, did his career ever recover after Lusitania? I haven't done any research into him after the inquiry and all that stuff. I don't know what happened to him after that. Did his career recover, or does anybody know what happened to him after all that? Let's see. Minority 10, thank you. This is tangentially related to Titanic. I hope I said that right. I'm curious about the properties of the iceberg. Are all the icebergs the same? If it was another iceberg, would Titanic have survived? So I'm not an expert on icebergs, but as far as I know, they're all made up the same way. It's just water. It's water from the north. But in terms of iceberg strength, there are different types. There are some icebergs that are incredibly strong, and then others that are incredibly fragile. So the year escapes me. I think it was 1913, 1914. There was an instance where this ship encountered an iceberg, okay? And just pretend my hands are the iceberg. Okay, the iceberg was kind of shaped like this. It had like a mountaintop. It was a smaller berg, and it had a big tip at the top, like a mountain. So this ship pulled up to the iceberg, a small, not a ship, a boat, pulled up to the iceberg, and these guys jumped off it and climbed up to the top of the berg. Then they climbed down again. And when they climbed back down, they got back on their ship and they sailed away. As they were sailing away, I kid you not, the iceberg literally collapsed in on itself and broke apart. So it's just like those guys walking on it destabilized it enough to where it would collapse. So there are some icebergs that are strong, like the one the Titanic hit. Like that one was a tough one. If it did that much damage to the ship, it was a tough berg. But there are others that are incredibly fragile. So while there aren't really different properties of icebergs, like they're not made of different stuff, their strength can vary. Just like you have a stronger, thicker sheet of ice against a really thin sheet of ice. It's like that. Let's see here. I hope I answered your question well. Thank you so much for the 10. Kasi 5. Hey, man. Hope you're doing well. How's it going? It's going good, Kasi. Hope you're doing well. Just finished up school finals. Then I'm out for the summer. Hope everything is going well. That's awesome, Kasi. Congratulations. Good job with your finals. I know finals are an incredibly stressful time. I hated them. But great job, my friend. Glad you're doing well. Thank you for the 5. We got that one. Hannah 10, thank you so much. Hey, Sam, missed the live stream last week. I'm sorry. No problem. Glad you're here now. Hypothetical question. I'm ready. Could you all hear that? My hands, all my fingers literally just snapped. All right. Let's see. Hypothetical question time. If Murdoch somehow had knowledge of the Titanic sinking, what do you think he would have done? If Murdoch would have somehow had knowledge of the Titanic sinking. So, are you saying, beforehand? Or, I need a little bit more information, because I think Murdoch handled the sinking as well as he could, given the circumstances. But are you saying, if he knew about it in advance? He would have had the ship go further south, or he would have stopped the ship for the night. I'm not really sure where to. I need a little bit more context. How. Do you understand what I'm saying here? Because I think he did everything he could given the circumstances he was in. But if there was something else, or I need more context, Hannah. I wish I could answer your question better. But thank you for the 10. But I think he did the best that he could given all the circumstances. Maybe if he knew what Lightoller was doing, he would have corrected him. Lightoller Look, not women and children only, women and children first, but it's okay to let men on if there are no more women and children around. If he knew that was going on, I'm sure he would have fixed that. So, I don't know. Let's see here. Joshua, 5, thank you so much. Sam, can you do a video on HMAS Sydney, the pride of the Australian Navy, which went down with her entire crew of 645 after engaging a German raider? I've never heard of that ship before, but yeah, I will go ahead and add that to the list. The pride of the Australian Navy. So was she like the was she to Australia what the Hood was to the British? Was that kind of how that was? Was she to the Australia like the Hood was and all that? That's really cool. I've never heard of her. I'm adding that to the list right now. I've been meaning to do some videos on some Australian shipwrecks. I should work with Mike Brady on that. Cool. Thank you so much for the 5, Joshua. Let's see. We got that one. Maritime history. There's an imposter among us. Wait, what? Is there another maritime history here? Maritime, do you have copycats here? All right, we got that one. We got that one. Okay, we got a 5 from Everything Julian. Yes, Sam. Of course, I'm a train fan. That's awesome, Julian. Thank you for the 5. Got that one. Terry, 2, thank you. It is Turner's fault. He slowed down. No zigzag. Okay, so he slowed down to deal with fog. He slowed down to deal with the fog. So that he brought the ship to 15 knots while he was dealing with the fog. And then he increased the ship's speed to 18 knots. That way, because if he would have kept the ship running at 21 knots, which is what 21 or 22 knots, it was one of those. If he had kept the ship going at full speed, he would have arrived at Liverpool too early, Terry, because there was a sandbar there that basically, if the Lusitania arrived at low tide, the ship couldn't cross this sandbar and enter the river to go into Liverpool. He would have had to have the ship just steam around in circles in the Irish Sea with smoke billowing out of its funnels. I mean, that's like a big, that's basically saying, come shoot me to any U-boat that's in the area. So that's why he slowed the ship down. He slowed the ship down to 18 knots. That way the Lusitania would arrive in Liverpool at the right time to cross into, what is it, the Mersey River? I think I'm saying that right. To cross into Mersey without having to stop the ship. And as far as the zigzagging, I'm not really sure why he wasn't doing the zigzag. I know he was still trying to figure out where the Lusitania was, along the Irish coast, because the fog had made him lose track of where he was. It wasn't precisely where the ship was. He didn't know where it was exactly. So, excuse me. I don't blame Turner. I think he had reasons for everything he did, and he did the best job that he could, given the circumstances he was in. I mean, it's very easy to go back and criticize somebody after the fact. So I don't blame him. Let's see. We got that one. Luke, do you play video games? Yeah, I play some video games. Here's a question for all of you. Here's something. Do I play video games? How many of you know what this is? How many of you recognize this thing? I'm curious. How many of you recognize that? How many of you recognize that thing? Sega Genesis. Yeah, good job. Okay, we gotta go back. All right, we got 9 from Paul. Thank you so much. 40 years ago, Queen Elizabeth II went to war. Go and Google QE2. 40 years ago, QE2 went to war. Go and Google Queen Elizabeth II. Wasn't that a passenger? Queen Elizabeth II ship war. Was it two? Let's see. Queen Elizabeth launched in 1938. Queen Elizabeth II, the Cunard was operated as a Cunard transatlantic cruise ship from 1969. Yeah, the QE2. It went to war though? Like what? Well, what war? What did it do? I'm not familiar with that. Paul, thank you for the nod. I don't have time to go. Nothing popped up when I typed that in on Google, so I'm not sure what you're referring to. But thanks for the nod, and I'll look into that when I can. I didn't know that ship went to war. Like that one, got that one. Hannah, 5, thank you. I did mean beforehand, but let's say he found out 10 minutes before the ship hit the iceberg. Okay. If he knew the iceberg was coming 10 minutes prior to impact, so let's say he has the best eyes of any human on Earth, and he somehow saw the iceberg way off in the distance. Like he had Superman vision. He could see through the mirage. I'd say he would have had the Titanic divert further south. You know, he would have had the ship steer around the iceberg. And then what I think he would have done after that was probably just have the ship wait for the night. Because remember, the Titanic was steaming into that massive ice field. So I think what he would have done was he probably would have had the ship steer around that iceberg. And then if he had that kind of vision, he would see all the bergs that were coming, and he would have had the Titanic stop for the night. That's what I think he would have done. Thanks for the 5, Hannah. Sorry, I was trying to figure out what you meant with the last question. Thank you for the 5. Okay, we got that one. Taylor, 5, thank you so much. If Titanic had just missed the iceberg after having such a close call, do you think they would have slowed down or stopped for the night? I would say, yeah. I would say, even if they didn't stop after hitting that berg, because remember, the Titanic's engines did get turned back on very briefly. So, in case you don't know that, after the Titanic hit the iceberg, the ship didn't stay put. Captain Smith ordered the engines. Was it slow ahead? I think it was slow ahead. You know, and he had, or maybe was it half ahead? But he had the ship move ahead slowly while they assessed the damage. And then 3 minutes later, they shut the engines off. So, I mean, it did not move forward on its own power for very long. But if they had just missed the berg, I say that the ship would have continued on, but Smith would have put extra lookouts and stuff out, you know, to keep a sharper eye. And then they would have spotted that ice field, and then they would have stopped for the night. That's what I think. That's what I think would happen. That is my educated guess. Okay, we got that one. I think we're all caught up. No, we're not. No, we're not. We're not caught up. I'm sorry, guys. All right, there we go. Jessica 5. Hi, Sam. I am a new subscriber. Welcome, Jessica. Glad you're here. And have only been watching your videos for a month or so. Would be interesting in doing some videos on aviation. Jessica, number 1, welcome. Glad you're here. Number 2, it is on my list of things to do. I think the first aviation disaster I'm going to do is the Hindenburg. That was my whole idea, because the Hindenburg was something I was interested in for a while. You know, I studied it and researched it. So the Hindenburg is on my list. That's going to be the first thing I do. But yeah, I'll cover some planes and stuff in the future. Jessica, thank you for the 5. Welcome to the channel. Excuse me. All right, Jack 5, thank you so much. Hey, Sam, I have a video idea. You reacting to the Discord channel, especially best bits. You reacting to the Discord channel, especially the best bits. You reacting to this. Oh, are you meaning, like, do you mean like some of the stuff that I've seen on Discord that I react to, or things that they have posted that I react to, or what are you referring to exactly there, Jack? Because I will tell you this. More times than not, I have been surprised by what I have seen in the Discord. Like, for those of you who don't know, I keep my Discord very family friendly. You know, like the same standard that I do here on my YouTube channel, I do that with my Discord as well. You know, I keep it family friendly because there's a lot of younger people that are interested in Titanic, and I want it to be a nice family environment. But even so, even though it's all family friendly, I'm like, what the heck are you guys talking about? My Discord cracks me up. I absolutely love it. So there's kind of one of my mods. His name is Sahara. And sometimes I'll have my Discord account set to invisible so they can't tell when I'm online. And then I'll just go in and change his name. I'm a jokester. I like to pull jokes. I'll change his Discord name to something ridiculous, you know, just to mess with him. And then I'll show him and go, oh, really, Sarah? Just, oh, yeah. We have fun. We have fun in my Discord. I love that thing. Making that Discord was a great idea, guys. And, hey, I never would have made that if it wasn't for all of you, because it was all of you who, you know, said, hey, Sam, make a Discord, make a Discord. I mean, before this YouTube channel, the only thing I ever did with Discord was play some video games with my brother. That's all I ever did with it. Nice job. Everything, Julian 5. Thank you. Sam, my dad has a Sega Genesis. It's awesome. That's awesome, Julian. Thank you for the 5. Let's see here. Kyle 20. Wow. Thank you so much, my friend. Supposedly, one of the Britannic's funnels is still laying next to the wreck. Also, was Jack Phillips trying so hard to be a hero? I heard he didn't want to leave the wireless room during the Titanic's final moments. That would be really cool. I think that's depicted in a Ken Marshall painting, isn't it? Of the Britannic. Like, you can see the funnel laying there beside it. I don't know if it's still really there, because you have to remember these funnels were made of really thin metal, so they would have eroded pretty quickly. But then again, the environment where the Britannic is nowhere near as hostile as the environment that Titanic's at. So maybe it's still there. But anyway, the thing about Jack Phillips, he was I mean, sure, he was trying to be a hero. He wanted to save lives, but that really wasn't his. It's kind of hard to explain. He was slowly losing his mind as the sinking was playing out. I mean, he had so much pressure on him, you know? And I honestly think that Jack Phillips' behavior was probably pretty similar to that of Lightollers, you know, because the way Lightoller acted, you know, launching lifeboats off of the Titanic with tons of empty seats and, you know, like no men on this boat, even if there's empty seats in it. I mean, it doesn't make sense to me. But what I think happened was, you know, Lightoller had so much pressure on him, so much stress, that the thought women and children first became women and children only, and he was so focused on his task. And I mean, think about how stressful everything was with the Titanic and everything that was going on. I mean, he was dealing with the fact that this ship is sinking and that there's 2,200 people on here, and most of them are going to die. And it's up to me to get as many people off as possible, or women and children first off as possible. And it's just, he didn't think logically. He had that thought in his head, and that's what he stuck with, and that's how he functioned. I think the stress of everything that was going on was probably a factor in that, because, I mean, that just doesn't make logical sense to me. You know, women and children only, but let a boat go with empty seat. That does not make sense to me. But if you're stressed and you're not thinking clearly, I can see how somebody would act that way, or maybe just get an idea in their head and then just keep going with it. Does that make sense? I hope you guys know what I'm trying to say here. But it was a similar thing with Jack Phillips. So Harold Bride was holding it together pretty good throughout the sinking. You know, he was staying informed of what was going on and everything. But Jack Phillips, it seems like he was slowly losing his mind throughout the sinking, just like, you know, a similar thing to what I would argue that Lightoller went through. You know, it's just like he had all this pressure. And Jack Phillips is like thinking, if I don't get another ship here, all these people are going to die. And he wasn't thinking about the ship sinking. He wasn't thinking about anything else. He was just thinking about get a ship here as fast as possible. And he was slamming on the Morse key, even with Bride screaming at him, "We've got to go. The boat deck's awash." But and I mean, and if you want more evidence for that, you know, that he just wasn't thinking clearly, you know, he was just focused on that task and that was it. What about when that crewman came in there and tried to take his life jacket off of him? I mean, literally, Jack Phillips was sitting there hammering on the Morse key, and this guy walks into the Mark Hammer and starts taking his life jacket off, and he doesn't even notice until Bride yells at him. So, I mean, I think that's what was going on. I think he wasn't thinking logically anymore. He was just focusing on the task that he had, and that was it. That's my theory anyway. That's my theory, but I think it makes sense given all the information. All right, we got that one. All right, I got to backtrack. Sorry, guys. I'm trying to catch up here. We got that one. I think we're all caught up on the super chat. Oh, no. Oh. Guys. Red alert! Red alert! Scatino is here! Scatino is here! Scatino is here! Red alert! Red alert! Red alert! Scatino is here! Oh no! Red alert! Red alert! Scatino is here! Scatino is here! Shut the watertight doors! Panic! Panic! All right, let's see what Scatino has to say. Let's see what Scatino has to say here. The chat's making me laugh right now. All right, I'm back. Sail on my cruise in late November. Historic Travels gets a first class ticket. P.S. The RCMP still has not found. Do not sail on Scatino's ship. I do not know how Scatino got a ship. He should still be in prison. Or is this, or you escaped and you're on the run in Canada? How did you get a ship if you escaped? Wait, I know how you did it. You went to Best Quality Vacuum, didn't you? I'm making a Breaking Bad joke in case you guys don't catch the reference. But Best Quality Vacuum was one of Saul Goodman's contacts in Breaking Bad, and he was a disappearer. So if you were wanted by the police or whatever, he could create a fake ID and give you a whole new life and everything. So you went to Best Quality Vacuum, didn't you? That's how you escaped Italy and got on the run, isn't it? Is that how you did it? Is that how you did it? Breaking Bad's one of my favorite shows. That's funny. That's Sabrina. I'd sooner sail on the Titanic, Lusitania during their stay than sail on the ship Captain Muscatina, right? Oh, this is funny. This is funny. Everyone for themselves. Oh, it's these live streams are so much fun. All right, I think we're up there. 5 from James. Thank you. Sam, if you looked up the USS North Carolina, there's a story about its firepower being so much more than what they thought was on fire from an enemy fire in World War II. USS North Carolina. Okay, so it was like a super powerful warship from the Second World War. USS North Carolina. Okay. I will look into that when I get a chance, James. Thank you so much for the 5. USS North Carolina. Copy and paste. Bada ping, bada boom. All right, there we go. Cool. Got it. Awesome, awesome, awesome. That's okay. We're good. Cool. Got it. It's on the list. It's on the list, James. Thank you so much. I got that one. Got that one. Got that one. Okay. There we go. All right. What we got? Let's see. Walker, got another question for you, Sam. Ever heard of a non-profit for Numa? The author of the books I recommend has started up and actually discovered some major shipwrecks, such as the Hundley. I have never heard of it, but that's really cool, Walker. I'll check it out. Thank you so much. Got that one? We got that one? I need a drink. Hannah, $2. Thank you. Scasina is captaining the Costa crash a lot. Ha ha. That's funny. Thank you for the 2. Swiffer, what exactly is a collapsible lifeboat? Correct me if I'm wrong here, but the collapsible boats, didn't they have like a canvas over them? Like, or was there something else to them to make them? They weren't as big as the regular lifeboats, if I'm not mistaken. And they had like a canvas or something that that you could break it down or whatever. Like is that there was something that you could break apart with the collapsible boats, if I'm not mistaken. Let's see. Stone Abbott, wooden base and keel with canvas sides that can be propped. Okay, that's it. I knew it was something like that. I knew it was something along those lines. Cool. Thank you so much for that. Thank you so much for that. Scatino 2, did you forget about the Halifax Harbor? Halifax Harbor. What are you referring to there, Scatino? It's so weird. I'm talking to Scatino. Are you talking about the Halifax explosion, or what are you referring to there, Scatino? Was your like great grandfather involved with the Halifax explosion? Is that what you're saying there? Or wait, were you driving the Atlantic? Let's see here. We got that. We got that one. Wooden base. Cool. Thanks so much for the Stoned Abbott. Thank you so much for that. Let's see here. You got that. A YouTuber, how do you join your Discord server? I can't. You can't join the Discord? Hang on a second. I'm always, if people remind me to, I post a link to my Discord after the live streams have closed. But I will go ahead and post a link to it. Give me a second. Copy, invite, and copy. Boom. Boom, boom, boom. There we go. And paste. There we go. Link to the Discord. Bada boom. So yeah, you can join it that way, and I'll also archive it. I'll post a link to it after the stream gets archived. Let's see here. NASCAR 5, thank you. Hey Sam. Hey NASCAR. Can you do a video about the Queen Elizabeth I in 1972? It caught fire in Hong Kong. That is on my list of things to do. And isn't that fire like highly skeptic? Like what I mean is, isn't it very sus? Like maybe they sunk the ship on purpose? Because at that time it was the Seawise University, if I'm not mistaken. Hong Kong was gonna turn it into like a floating college. And wasn't there problems? Like I heard a theory that the fire was caused on purpose. I don't know if it's true or not. I'm not an expert in Queen Elizabeth's history by any stretch of the definition. But yeah, the Queen Elizabeth is on my list of things to do. But I need to research it. Gamer, Sam, do you still have the Lego Titanic? It's right there. It's right there. There's the Lego Titanic. Let's see. We got that one. Maritime Mystery. Historic Travels. Turner was sent to the Carpathia's sister, SS Ivernia. She was sunk by a U-boat. Seriously? She too was sunk by a U-boat? Seriously? While Turner was in charge? Did that really happen, Maritime? Wow, that's crazy. Gabe 5, thank you. How different would the sinking have been if Titanic how different would the sinking have been if Titanic would have had another hour, if it sank at 3:20 and had another hour for more people to be saved? Yeah, more people would have made it. The Carpathia still wouldn't have had time to make it there, but they would have had time to properly prep and launch the collapsible boats. They wouldn't have had to be in as much of a hurry with that. Yeah, I mean, overall, more people would have been saved, but the question of how many is open for debate. But yeah, the Carpathia wouldn't have made it there yet. And even if the Carpathia, so like, let's say the Titanic made it another 2 hours, then Carpathia would have arrived during the final moments. So they wouldn't have gotten there in time to get people off, but they would have definitely been able to get more people out of the water before, hypothermia set in. Well, I don't know. Even if the Carpathia would have gotten there and the Titanic had just went under and all the people were screaming for help in the water, the human body, it succumbs to those conditions so fast. I mean, just think about that. 28-degree Fahrenheit water or -2 Celsius. I mean, I don't know if any of you've ever done this, but like if you take like your hand, like you take a bowl of water and you pour ice in it, and then and you wait till that water's freezing, or better yet, just put a bottle of water or a bucket of water in the freezer, and just as the water is starting to freeze over, stick your hand in it. I mean, it hurts. I think I can do I'm like, okay, how long can I keep my hand in this water? And 30 seconds, and my hand is in so much pain. So I have to pull it out. I mean, it stings for a while afterwards. And I'm not advising any of you do that. Don't do that. Don't do that. But I'm just saying, it hurt. It hurt. Now imagine that everywhere, all over your body, all at once. I mean, it's like, was it Lightoller who said it was like 1,000 knives stabbing you all over all at once? I mean, I'm sure some people went into cardiac arrest as soon as they hit that water. They died of shock. I mean, it's just nearly unsurvivable. Nearly unsurvivable is water that cold. So that's the ultimate question, is how fast could the Carpathia have gotten people out of the water? Because I mean, it's just, that water is so. And once again, I am going to my book, On a Sea of Glass, the Bible of Titanic. I highly recommend this book. I mean, seriously, anything you want about Titanic is in this book. But yeah, here's a chart. I don't know if y'all can see it. My camera focus. Will it focus on that? Probably not. Trying to get it to focus. Anyway, it's not focusing. But let's see. It says here that water that's colder than 32 degrees Fahrenheit, exhaustion and unconsciousness, which means you pass out, in 15 minutes or less than 15 minutes. Expected survival time is under 15 to 45 minutes. So, I mean, it's just, I can't even put into words how terrible that water is. I mean, you give out too fast. Your body just cannot survive in those conditions. And then something else you have to contend with as well is when you go into freezing water like that, your body tries to keep, it's an automatic defense mechanism. Your body tries to keep you alive by diverting blood to your vital organs. So it pulls blood away from your arms, your legs, and it tries to surround your heart, your lungs, your brain, just to keep you going. But when that happens, you can't, your arms and legs go numb, which means you would drown. So, I mean, it's nearly unsurvivable is the correct term. That's the best way to say it. Random 5, thank you. Would there have been people in the compartments where they breached happened? Could they have escaped? Would it have been an instant death? It's possible, but not likely. Now, the only compartment that is guaranteed to have people in it at the time of the iceberg impact was boiler room number 6. And the water exploded in there. But even still, the water flooded boiler room 6 very rapidly, but there was still time for the men to get out of there. Boiler room 6 was evacuated pretty quickly. I don't believe anybody died in boiler room number 6. At least I haven't read about any deaths in boiler room number 6. As far as I know, the first deaths on the Titanic, confirmed deaths, were the men who got swamped when the coal bunker wall collapsed in boiler room number 5. That was Shepard and Harvey. But as far as 6 goes, I don't think anybody died in there. I feel like Barrett. Yeah, Frederick. I feel like Barrett would have said something about that. But no, I don't. Like the areas at the front of the ship that were breached and below the waterline, that was the cargo holds and stuff. And the mail room was also one of the first crew areas to start flooding. But even still, that flooded, 10, 15 minutes after the iceberg impact, I think, maybe a little bit later. If anybody knows, please let me know in the chat. But even still, even though water got in there pretty quick, it wasn't so fast that the crew wouldn't have had time to get out of there. So, but yeah, great question, Random. Oh gosh, Scatino's here again. Scatino 5, thank you. Yes, he in fact was the most blank captain. God bless him. Good grief. All right. Well, I mean, I don't want to go. I don't want to go and start making jokes about the Halifax explosion because that was a terrible tragedy. But okay, Scatina had a. All right, I got you, Scatina. But yeah, I don't like making too many jokes about that, you know. But thank you for the 5, Scatina. Let's see. We got that one. Scatina 2, thank you. Okay, I'm taking off the mask. It's Ryan. Hello. Okay, there you go, Ryan. There you go. Thank you for the 2. Everybody, Scatino was Ryan all along. Hey, Ryan, you got us. Everybody, welcome Ryan. Everybody, welcome Ryan. All right, got that one. Okay, we got that one. I hurt my neck. I'm not sure how. Maybe I slept weird. So Rosie does this weird thing where it's like I have a TV in my bedroom, and right before I go to sleep at night, I'll be watching TV in there. Rosie will jump up in the bed and she'll lay down with her head right on my chest. But the way I go to sleep, I like to have, like, if I'm watching TV, I have my TV mounted to the wall. I have 2 pillows. I have a pillow up and I kind of like, I sit up a little bit like this, you know, while I'm watching TV. And then when I go to sleep, I move the pillow and I lay flat. And then as soon as I do that, Rosie gets up and leaves. Like if I watch TV for an hour or so before bed, she doesn't move. She waits until I turn the TV off and then she leaves. And I'm like, why are you doing that? Like, why do you wait until I turn everything off? Like, she does it every night. Maybe it's just, it's not as comfortable for her when I lay flat. I don't know. But yeah, the whole time TV's on, she cuddles up right beside me. She's got her head right here on my chest. I mean, she's just the biggest doll baby. She snores too. She's a loud snorer. She's my baby. I love her. Henry too. Thank you. What would happen to Olympic if she was preserved? I think she would have become like a floating hotel, just like the Queen Mary. You know, if the Queen Mary was preserved, I think she would have been a floating hotel and all that. I think. Thank you for the 2. Emily 10. Thank you. Our 6-year-old Caleb has been watching you for 3 years now. 3 years. Love you. This kid says so much all about the ships. It's crazy. Britannic and Lusitania are his faves, as is United States. Or El Faro video. His dad sailed on EF Prior. Well, thank you. Thanks, Caleb. Cool. Thank you. Thank you so much for that. I super appreciate it, Emily. And tell Caleb, thank you. It means a lot. I've been on YouTube, I think it'll be 2 years. Yeah, 2 years. Yeah, 2 years in October. But hey, thank you so much, Emily. That means a lot. And hey, Caleb, if you're watching, thanks for being a fan and keep doing what you're doing, man. Seriously, I can't even put it into words. It means so much to me that so many young kids are interested in this stuff because I mean, like, it's that lets us know that the stories of these ships will continue on. I was watching a podcast with Ken Marshall. He's a maritime artist, and he was talking about how Ken Marshall worked with James Cameron on the feature film. And anyway, he met survivors. I mean, like, he physically talked and knew Titanic survivors. You know, and he was just like, it was so real. You know, like when he was talking to them and he was getting these firsthand accounts to what happened. He even, I kid you not, he was talking about, he knew a lady, was it Lifeboat 13? The lifeboat that got washed by the condenser and that other lifeboat came down on top of it. Was it 13? I can't remember exactly, but he met somebody that was in that boat. I mean, he was just listening to her talking about and describing it. He said it blew his mind. But now, and then he also mentioned that, you know, at this point in time, you know, all the Titanic survivors, you know, they've all passed by now. You know, there aren't any survivors from this ship left alive. And so that means that it's up to us, you know, the next generation, you know, it's up to us to carry their stories forward. You know what I mean? And, you know, when I read your chat here, our 6-year-old Caleb has been watching for so long and he loves these ships. Like, that means to me that, you know, the next generation is going to continue the story based on, you know, us retelling the story. The story of the Titanic will live on. That's what I'm trying to say. And it just did. Emily, thank you for the 10. I super appreciate it. Thank you so much for telling me that. And hey, Caleb, if you're watching, keep up the good work, my friend. Thank you. It means so much that you all find value in my work. Chris, was the D-deck gangway door larger than the iceberg damage? Yes. Let's see. Taylor 5, thank you. I know it would be almost impossible to find, but I hope someday they find light haulers a Webley revolver. He discarded it shortly after going in the water. Oh, really? He chucked it? I didn't know that. I didn't know he did that. Huh. You know what? They may find it. There was, Taylor, there was one person, I think it was the, what was Molly Brown's lifeboat? I forget. But anyway, there was a yachtsman, and he went down. He was the only male passenger that Lightoller led into a lifeboat. And he had to shimmy down the rope to get into this lifeboat. And anyway, as he was climbing into the boat, he slipped. And one of his legs went into the water, and they caught him and they pulled him back in. But when that happened, his wallet fell out of his pocket and went down to the seafloor. So his wallet hit the bottom of the ocean before the Titanic did, okay? And when they were surveying the wreck, they found his wallet and brought it up. I kid you not, they found his wallet. His wallet hit the seafloor before the Titanic did, and they found it. I mean, like, I can't, like, I mean, that's just, that blows my mind. That, like, I mean, like, the fact that the wallet didn't get buried by the ship when it hit the bottom, and I mean, that's just one of the most insane stories that, I mean, anyway, but, so you never know. They might find that gun someday, and if it didn't get buried by the ship, but yeah, I mean, he found his wallet. I mean, I can't even like talk about that. That just like blows my mind. But yeah, they might find it. We got that one. We got 2 from Courtney. Hello. Let's see. Are you going to do a video on the ship I sent? Ship you sent. What ship did you send, Courtney? What ship did you send? Thank you for the 2. Let's see here. Oh, wait. Courtney, did you... Courtney, was that you who mailed me that... Was that you who mailed me that metal Titanic? Was that you? Because I checked my P.O. box yesterday, and I found there was a package in there that had a little metal Titanic. I read the letter. I can't remember who sent it, but was that you? Was that you, Courtney? Thank you for the 2. And yeah, it'll show up in my mail time, and after I build it, I'll show it off. Thank you for the 2. Let's see. Skatina had 2. Thank you. I'll never stop running ships in the rocks. Skatina, you will, because you're going to be in prison. Thank you for the 2, man. Thank you for the 2, Ryan. Let's see. We got that. We got done. Joseph, 5. Thank you. Do you think if the Lusitania or Mauritania were in range of the Titanic, they could have gotten there on time to make a difference? It all depends on how far away they were, Joseph. You know, like as fast as the Lusitania and Mauritania were, it all depends on how far away those ships were. You know, that's the key thing. That's the key thing. We got that. We got that one. Only adult male passenger. Yeah. Thanks, Joshua. Thank you for the 5, Joseph. And we got 5 from Taylor again. Lightoller said the revolver was weighing him down the water, so not needing it anymore, he removed it. I want them to find it and put it on display. That'd be cool if they found it. Be tough to find, you know, I mean, but then again, they found a wallet, so. But yeah, Taylor, yeah, you're right. You know, that would be a cool thing to find. Thank you for the 5. Excuse me. Let's see here. Was it Lifeboat 6 that Molly Brown was in? Maybe. I can't remember the lifeboat number. All right, everybody. Wait. Courtney, the ship I recommended to you. The ship that caught on fire in the Red Sea. Courtney, what was the name of that ship again? If you sent it to me and I put on the list, I just can't remember what it was. Yeah. You just have to remind me, Courtney. All right, everybody. We are past the 1 hour mark. It is 1 hour and 3 minutes in. It is time for tonight's Q&A. Are you all ready? I really need to get like some, I need to like either install software or I need like something to like play some music or something like that. Or I don't know. I need to do something. It is time for tonight. Q&A. Since Maritime isn't here, is somebody going to dethrone Maritime? Is somebody, Maritime isn't here tonight. So is somebody going to take the throne from Maritime this evening? And then when Maritime returns, we're going to have a competition to see who reclaims Maritime's place. Let's see if Maritime can gain his place. All right, Paul, 9, thank you. To find out, Queen Elizabeth II, Google HMS, let's see. The Sheffield 1982. Okay, I will do that. HMS, I'll go ahead and add that to the list, Paul. Thank you so much for that super chat. Oh, copy and paste. Boom. Add to the list. Got that and paste. Got it. Cool. Thank you. All right. Got it, Paul. Thank you so much for that. But yes, it is now time for the Q&A. All right. let's go ahead and remove the slow mode. So no spamming, please, everyone. And boom, 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 boom. Okay. All right. Courtney, it was the Al Salam Bonko 98. I recommended it if you remember. Hey, Courtney, do me a favor. Post a link to it. Post a link to the ship or what it is in this video when it gets archived. Yeah, post it there and I'll check it out. Thanks, Courtney. Everything Julian 5. Sam, I have to go. Sorry, I can't do the Q&A. No problem. Everything Julian. Have a good night. Taylor 5, thank you. Many people see the firearm as an afterthought, but after seeing the sinking of the Arctic in 1850, they really do help keep things in check. The Arctic was a crazy disaster. That's all I got to say. That's absolutely right. All right. Thank you for that. YouTuber, did you post a link? I'll do that after the stream gets archived, but no spamming, YouTube, or I'll mute you. Oh, okay. Maritime history's here. Historic Travels. It's just as of next week. So Maritime's here for tonight. Maritime is here for tonight, so you guys are gonna have to step it up. Maritime is here. Maritime is here for tonight. All right, everybody. All right, everybody. He's not gone. He's not gone. He's not gone. All right, y'all have to coordinate. No. All right, here we go. Here we go. Here we go. Here we go. All right, wait. We gotta pay Phil. Are we going to defeat Maritime tonight? Are we gonna defeat him tonight? Yes, no. Hang on. Maritime is unbeatable. All right. Ask your community. Ask your community. Are we going to defeat Maritime tonight, or is Maritime is unbeatable? Everybody is unbeatable. Hannah 5, thank you. Stan, can you give a quick shout out to my Gio? He is listening to your live stream for the first time for one night only. Hey, man. Hope you're well. Thank you so much for tuning into the live stream. Super appreciate you. Hannah, thank you for the 5. Thank you for the 5, Hannah. And tell him hi as well. Thank you. Let's see here. We got 70% yes. Awesome. 8% no. And Maritime is unbeatable. 21%. Wow. Maritime is unbeatable. 20% of you think Maritime is unbeatable. That is hilarious. Oh, that is so funny. Seriously, I love doing these live streams. They are so much fun. They are so much fun. All right, here we go. The first question of tonight. Are you all ready? What was the exact... sorry. Wow, people are getting it. I asked the question, what is the exact date the Titanic went down? And people could hear. Holy cow. Oh, no, my earbuds went. I muted the mic, guys. I muted the mic. It wasn't your audio. I was just messing with all of you. I muted the mic. Some people can read lips. April 15th. All right, you know what? Here we go. The question was, what is the exact date the Titanic went down? Ready, set, go. Hello there, got it. April 15th, 1912 to 28. Hello there, one. Hello there, got it because he... Hello there, got it first. Because look, according to the rules of this, you can't answer the question until I type the word go in the chat. Otherwise, it doesn't count. So you have to wait on that. Not even going to try. All right. That was a warm-up question. I've got a list. I almost showed the list on camera, but I can't do that because it's got questions and answers. So, all right. First question of the night. All right. Let's see here. First question of the night. Where is the estimated location that the torpedo fired by U-20 struck the Lusitania? What is the estimated location that the torpedo fired by U-20 struck the Lusitania? Ready. So I want the side of the ship that it hit on and the general area where they believe it hit. Ready, set, go. What is the general area where the torpedo struck the ship? Midship starboard, below the starboard bridge, close. Joshua, I'll take that one. Tree bark, midship starboard, I'll take that too. I'll take that one. Courtney, the bow somewhere near Lifeboat 1. Close enough. Between the Maritime got it. That was exactly what I was looking for. Between the first and second funnel of starboard. Maritime history got the exact. Maritime, a lot of you were close. Maritime got it exactly right. It was the first one that said it. But yeah, a lot of you. If you said starboard side around the first and second funnel, count it for yourself. Great job. Great job. Let's go. Seriously. Maritime is listen, y'all gotta. So I have a proposal. I have a proposal here. What would you guys think about we do a contest to dethrone Maritime where every single person in the chat, it's Maritime history versus every single person in the chat. And if anybody else besides Maritime gets it, everybody else gets the point and not Maritime. What do you think of that? What do you think of that? Hang on. Wait, poll. Let me ask this thing. What do you think of that idea? Question mark. What do you think of that idea? Let's Maritime mutiny. Oh, these are so funny. These are so. What do you think of that idea? Question mark. Bring him off his throne. The Maritime going, bruh. What do you think of that idea? 88% yes. Oh my gosh, these are so fun. Oh, I'm crying. Maritime, we love you, man. We're just messing. Because Maritime, you know your stuff. Sorry, I'm sorry, Maritime. I must. Hang on, wait. We got a 20 super chat. Hang on, what was this? Wolfman 20. Thanks, man. I've got a random question from Maritime history, and if he can't get this, I think he should sit out of the Q&A. Oh, okay. This is for Maritime history. This is a question for Maritime history. All right, everybody, calm down in the chat. This is a question from Maritime, and this is from Wolfman. What was the first message that was ever sent by Telegraph? Where was it sent from? Where was it sent to? Oh. So now, are you referring to what was the very first wireless transmission from like wireless, Marconi? Or are you talking about like land-based? Are you talking because I don't want to say it. Because I have a theory. Maritime. What do you got? No. I have a theory. As to what it was. Because I looked it up. I can't remember the specifics, but I have a theory. What's the answer, Maritime? We're waiting. What's the answer, Maritime? Listen, I don't know this one. Like I have some guesses, but my guess is I remember reading about this was that it was a test. It was a test, and this happened in the 1800s between a land-based station and a ship that was out at sea. That was the very first wireless transmission. It was basically a test. It was a test transmission just to see if the wireless technology would work. And I think that happened. Wait, was that 1905? I can't remember the specifics, but that's a tough one. I'm not even sure the answer. All right, Wolfman, you got us. What's it counts, dude. Okay. What was it? Skatino 5. I'll help eliminate Maritime with a ship and underwater rocks. Oh my gosh, Ryan. Very funny. Let's see. Historic travel, Sam. All right. Okay, clear comes. Just do it. All right. Anyway, I'm curious as to what the answer is, so let us know. All right. Here we go. Next question of the night. Thank you so much for the 20, man. That was a ton of fun. All right. How many watertight compartments on Lusitania could be breached without the ship sinking? So how many watertight compartments could the Lusitania handle flooded and not sink? Ready, set, go. Not 6, not 3. Carol got it. 2. That's what I was looking for. 2. Oh, poof, there they come. There they come. Carol got it first with 2 watertight compartments. Great job, Carol. I applaud you. Great job. All right, great job. All right, we got that one. All right, y'all are going to get this one in 2 seconds. All right, chat, calm down, guys. All right, here we go. Next question. How long did it take Lusitania to sink? Ready, set, go. How long did it take Lusitania to sink? Ready, set, go. How long did it take? Not 15. Luke got it. 18. Wait, yeah, 18 minutes. Luke was first. Austin was second. Maritime was third. Carrie was 4th. Codename was 5th. You know, if you all show up like right on the last second, I think I'm just have to count everybody. But yeah, anybody who said 18 minutes, you got that right. Good job, Tony. 2 hours and 40 minutes. Tony, wrong shit, man. Wolfman 5, thank you. Maritime did get the message and the date it was sent. Oh, you got it. Good job, Maritime. Great job. Great job. So you guys can't give Maritime too hard of a time there. I didn't know that one. Sabrina, stupid chat lag, sad face. Sorry, Sabrina. There's nothing I can really do about that. All right, chat lag got me that time. You see, I'm curious about how what everything looks like to you guys. Courtney, I got it. Great job, Courtney. Like, I wonder how the delay is. So, like, I know that whenever I talk, there's a little bit of a delay in the chat, like in the chat window. Like, when I say something, you all don't respond for like 10 seconds. All right. What time did U-20 torpedo the Lusitania? What time did U-20 torpedo the Lusitania? Ready, set, don't go. Don't go. No, don't go. Don't go. Don't go. Don't go. Don't go. Ready? Go. Go, 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 go. Go now. Go, 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 go. Go, go, go. Go, go, go. What was it? What is it? What is it? What is it? What is it? 210 and 210 top and press. There we go. There we go. It's a trap. There we go. There we go. There we go. It's a right. It's a trap. 210 top impressive got that first. Dustin, you made me hesitate. 2:10 p.m. That's what I was looking for. Great job. Great job. Joshua got it. Taylor, not quite Taylor. Stoned Abbott got it. Tree Bark, not quite. Yeah, 2:10 p.m. 2:10 p.m. That's what time it was hit. All right. As you all can tell, a good number of my questions tonight are about the good old RMS Lusitania, since that's the ship we're talking about right now. All right. What was the location on the Irish coast that Captain Turner ordered the helmsman of the Lusitania to aim for? So what was the location that was visible on the Irish coast that when Captain Turner ordered the Lusitania to turn, he told the helmsman to keep the bow aimed at that particular landmark or landmass? What was it? Ready, set, go. What was that? What was that? The Stoned Abbott, the old head of Kinsale. That's exactly what I was looking for. Yeah, the lighthouse, that's also correct as well. Lighthouse, the lighthouse and all that, but the old head of Kinsale. That's exactly what I was looking for, but lighthouse counts too. So I'll get that to Stoned Abbott, Maritime History, Tree Bark, not YouTuber, he didn't get it. Dustin got it. Austin got it. A lot of people got it. Great job. Great job, guys. All of you guys. Great job. Great job. Great job. All right. All right. So you all have to have been watching my Lusitania series to get this one right. When the Cunard Line was first figuring out the design of the Lusitania and Mauritania, they were trying to figure out what type of engines the ships were going to use. They were very curious about the turbine engine. They thought that that engine would make the ships as fast as possible. What was the name of the small boat that was used to test the turbine engine before it was used on the Lusitania and Mauritania? What was the name? A small little boat was built, and this boat is what they used to test the turbine engine. What was this boat called? Ready, set, go. Maritime smiley face. What was this ship called? Maritime, the Turbania. The Turbania. Great job. Great job. Maritime. Okay. So I asked that question, and then right before I typed the word go, Maritime History put a smiley face like he knew. Oh, this was so funny. That was so funny. All right, who got it first? All right, we got that. Maritime got it first. Turbania, good job. Joe Freddy, Turbania, good job. Good job. Tony, Turbania, Maritime, good job. Good job. A lot of you got it. Good job. But yes, the Turbania. That's what codename crazy. I got it first. What? Did you codename? Right after the word go, the first one that shows up here is I see Captain Alex saying, "Oh crap," but then I also see I see Maritime's Turbania. Yeah, that's the first one I see of it. It's the first one I see of it. I was first. Guys, you guys step it up. Maritime's in the lead. Just saying. Just saying. Just saying. All right. All right. This is a joke question. All right, here we go. What ship sank first? The Lusitania or the Titanic? Which ship sunk first? Lusitania or Titanic? Ready, set, go. Which ship sunk first, Lusitania or Titanic? Which ship sunk first? Maritime. I'm giving that to everybody. I'm going to give that to everybody. But if I look at the chat, Maritime history showed up first. Maritime history got 2 Titanics in before second place was Tesseract, Hmas Titanic. Down got it next, Max got it next, but Maritime history got 2 Titanics in before you guys. Oh, good gosh. Maritime, are people ever going to beat you? All right. This one, now this is a 2-parter, okay? So in order to get this question right, wait, Joshua, $2. Maritime, which sank first, Sydney or the Coromon? The Sydney or the Coromon? All right, which ship sunk first, Maritime? Sydney or the Coromon? Which ship sunk first, Maritime? That's a challenge from Joshua. Which ship sank first? Which ship sunk first? Taylor, not our fault. Maritime has faster internet. Yeah, that might be the case. That might be the case. It was the Sydney. Good job. I didn't know that one. Great job. All right. All right. So here, this question requires a little bit of explanation. This next question has 2 parts, okay? So in order to get this question correct, you have to answer both parts simultaneously, okay? You have to have both answers in one question. So my recommendation would probably be to have it like put the letter A and then the letter B. Like have it letter A, answer, and then have B and then the answer. Like do it like that. That way I can catch it. That way I can like answer your question like that. So have A answer, then B answer. That way it's just easier for me to catch it. All right. So here's the question. Even though the Lusitania had enough lifeboats for everybody on board, why did so few boats escape the sinking of the ship? 2 reasons. Why did so few boats escape the ship? And I'm looking for 2 reasons. Ready, set, go. Why did so few lifeboats escape the Lusitania? It wasn't the power failure. There. All right, Tree Bar got it. List would count too. I didn't put the list on my list of correct answers, but I'll count it. Tree Bark Productions, not enough time, and the ship was still moving. Yeah, Tree Bark, that's exactly what I wrote. So Tree Bark, you got that one, but I'll also put listing. So random person, listing badly, sinking quickly, that'll also work. A heavy list, the speed of the sinking. Yeah, a lot. Forward momentum of the ship, rapid sinking. A lot of people got that right. A lot of people got it. So the questions that I was looking for directly were due to how fast she went down and the list and all that, and the listing and everything like that, and the forward momentum. But one comment that I did not see one answer that I had not yet talked about in a video. A few people on deck because of the missing yeah, I don't think anybody got that answer. I don't think anybody got that question. So that answer, there was another answer that I was looking for that no one said, but it was that most of the crew that was trained to launch the Lusitania's lifeboats, they weren't on the boat deck. You see a good and I'm going to talk about this in the next Lusitania episode, but a good number of the Lusitania's crew that were trained to manage the lifeboats, well, they were in the ship's cargo hold when the torpedo struck. And the only way in and out of that cargo hold was by means of electric elevator. So the power went out before the crew could escape. So they were trapped in the Lusitania's cargo hold and weren't able to get out. That was one reason why so few it was so chaotic with the lifeboats, or why the lifeboats were very poorly managed. I mean, granted, the ship was sinking fast. You couldn't manage them well anyway. But that's why it was worse, was because a good number of the crew were trapped in Lusitania's cargo hold. I mean, I can't believe the only way in and out of there was by the electric elevator. I'm really surprised they would do that. I really am surprised they would do that. Why would you make an electric elevator to get out of a spot? I know, like that it really surprises me that there was an area of the ship that was built and there wasn't an emergency stairway. But yeah, they were stuck. When the power went out, they couldn't get out of there. That's crazy. All right. All right, here we go. Titanic question. Which lifeboat on the Titanic was the first to be picked up by the Carpathia? Which lifeboat on the Titanic was the first to be picked up by the Carpathia? Ready, set, go. Which lifeboat was the first one to be picked up by the Carpathia? Which Titanic lifeboat? Nope. Maritime, number 2. Maritime got it. Maritime got it. Number 2. Tony, 27. Number 2, Jetstream got it too. Number 2, Scatino got it. Maritime 2. Yep, number 2. Excuse me. Maritime, yeah, number 2. See, faster connection. You know, you might be right, Taylor. Hey, Maritime, how do you respond to that? Do you think that it's your faster internet connection that lets you get the answer to the question quicker, or are you just that good? What's your answer to that? Or do you call yourself do you call yourself an expert on chips, or is it just your faster internet? Just fast typing. Just fast typing. What do you all say to that? Do you think it's just fast typing, fast internet? What do you all think? Don't listen to them, Maritime. You're that good. Maritime is great. He knows his stuff. All right, everybody. The last question of the night. Dun-dun-dun-dun-dun-dun. This one is for all the marbles. Are you all ready? Are you all ready for the last question of the night? Are you all ready? I don't know if you're ready. Are you guys ready? Yes, yes, yes. All right, here we go. The final question of the night. What shipwreck is considered the worst sinking in maritime history? Over 9,000 people died in this sinking. What shipwreck is considered the worst sinking in maritime history? Over 9,000 people died in this sinking. All right. And here's what we're going to do just to make it more fair. So I'm going to go ahead and let you guys figure out the answer to the question. I'm going to go ahead and let you guys all figure it out. I want you guys to go ahead and type it in. So I want to see who gets this first. I want you guys to go ahead and type in the answer to the question, figure it out, everything, be ready for it. And as soon as I hit the word go, it's literally going to be this is going to kind of solve the internet question. Okay. This is going to solve the internet question. Okay. We'll see who gets it first. All right. Ready. Your mark. It's set. Go. William got it. The Wilhelm Gustloff. Kidney got it. Katie got it. Wilhelm Gustloff. Wilhelm Gustloff. Oh, Tony, yes, that's Eastland. Tony, you cracked me up. No, William. So William got that one first. William Gustloff. Kidney got it. Tesseract got it. Maritime got it. He was right there. Stone Abbott. William Gustloff. William Gustloff. So yeah, Captain Alex got it. Codename got it. Maritime. Sky got it. Yeah, a lot of people got it. Great job, guys. Great job. Why? Maritime, you're fun to mess with. Courtney, it says I am the first person on the screen. Courtney, I don't know them. I really don't. Because, I mean, I go off of what it... You know what, Courtney? I'll bet what happens is I'll bet your computer shows you as first on there because there's no travel time. You know, like, I mean, granted, everything going through the internet's almost instantaneous. But still, like, when you hit go, the signal from your keyboard to your computer is faster than that gets to the internet where I can see it. So I bet there's like a 0.001 second delay, and that's what does all of it. So, but yeah, that was great. That was great. That was fun. That was a lot of fun. All right, everybody. I think that about wraps it up for the live stream tonight. Would you guys like to see Rosie before I close out? Would you guys like to see Rosie before I close out the live stream? Sabrina, I couldn't wait for the go because of the lag. Well, I was so totally versed, but that's all right. Cool. Would you guys like to see Rosie before I sign off for the night? All right, guys, give me just a minute. I will go get my puppy. I'll be right back. I will be right back. Hey, everybody. All right, Rosie, come on. Your fans want to see you. How's Rosie? Hey, Rosie. Oh, the chair's in the way. There we go. Rosie, say hi to your fans. Say hi to your fans. Oh. She wants the cheese. All right. Can you all? I know. You like cheese. Hey, Rosie, can you see your fans? Rosie, do you see? You got fans. You have fans. Like, look at all your fans, Rosie. Look, she's actually looking. Or are you looking at the cheese? Let's see, Rosie. Are you ready? 1, 2. Rosie, you're a mess. You know that. You're a mess. Rosie, say hi to everybody. Say hi to everybody. You're a baby. You know that? You're a 75-pound baby. There's Rosie. There's Rosie. She is my puppy. Oh, gosh. She's my baby. All right. Let me see here. We got that. We got that one. Oh, we got a super chat. Wolfman 10, thank you. Another random question for the chat. This one should be very easy. What was the name of the ship? Oh, wait. What was the name of the type of camouflage that was used on warships during World War I? Oh. Okay. So this is a $10 super chat from Wolfman, and he has a question for everybody. I'm gonna post this. Hang on a second. I know this one. What was the name of the camouflage used on ships during the First World War? There's the question. What do you guys know? Random Dazzle. Good job. That was it. Yeah, Dazzle Camouflage. Great job. That was awesome. Dazzle Camouflage. I'm impressed. That was a great question. Dazzle. That's awesome. All right, everybody. Well, hey, this was an awesome live stream. It was so much fun. Maritime, I know we mess with you a lot, man, but hey, it's all in good fun. You know, I'm glad you're here, and keep up the good work, man. You are, you know your stuff. I'm going to say that. But you know what? You give all of us on here something, like you give everybody here something to shoot for. Like we're going to dethrone Maritime. Maritime, listen, they're going to get you. You're going to get dethroned. I'm just saying. They're going to get you one day. They're going to get you one day. But yeah, it's all in good fun. I'm glad you're here, man. We are all glad you're here. We're all glad you're here. And hey, all of you all that you're here and having fun and chilling out this evening, thank you all so much for being here. All right, everybody. Well, hey, I'm going to close out the live stream for tonight. Thank you all so much for being here. Everybody did super chats. Thank you. Everybody who hung out and did comments. Thank you. It's a ton of fun. And I'm going to start working on the next episode of the Lusitania series tomorrow. So I will have that video for you guys sometime next week. All right, everybody. Well, hey, thank you all so much for tuning in. And same time next week, 7:30 p.m. Eastern time, I will be online. Y'all take care, and I'll see you next one. Have a great night, everybody.